Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about the HEALS Act, referring to Health, Economic Assistance, Liability Protection, and Schools. It's the new proposal that Senate Republicans have just released to assist Americans in the current illness, and it contains the stimulus check, unemployment benefits, and other types of relief. I'm going to first give you a high-level overview of what's in it, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper on how it affects you. Again, remember that this is only the Senate's proposal. This will not go into law unless the House also approves it. This proposal includes the $1,200 stimulus checks. It's the same as the first round of stimulus checks. The only difference is that if you're a taxpayer with dependents of any age, you'll qualify for an additional $500 rebate. Enhanced unemployment benefits are also extended, though they are not as generous as the $600 everybody's receiving currently. This one gives you a $200 federal unemployment assistance up until October. A new system would come into place, and that would replace 70% of your income when combined with state assistance. The proposal also extends the Paycheck Protection Program with a focus on small businesses. Some additional things in the proposal includes $105 billion for education, $16 billion for testing, and $26 billion for research into vaccines and therapeutics. There's an employee retention tax credit. That means if you keep employees on payroll, you'll get a tax credit. There's also a return to work bonus, where if you return to work, you get $450. There's rental assistance, where evictions are put on hold for a year, and the government will help cover costs of rental property owners if you have tenants that aren't able to pay on time. We know that Trump also really wants to add a payroll tax, meaning the check you get will be bigger as the amount of money the government takes out will be smaller per check. Now remember that the House has actually already passed a $3 trillion budget proposal, which is a lot bigger than this $1 trillion proposal. That proposal continues the $600 in federal assistance to unemployed people all the way up until January of 2021. It also gives $500 billion to states and $375 billion to local governments to help address budget shortfalls and pay for the pandemic-related problems. So back to the $1,200 economic impact payment or stimulus check, you get the full amount if you earn less than $75,000 a year. Joint filers under $150K of total income would get $2,400. If you make $99,000 as an individual filer, then you get nothing. The HEALS Act will be officially voted on August 7th, but as of right now, it doesn't seem to have the votes to even pass the Senate. And in its current form, it's definitely not what the Democrats in the House would pass either. Remember, to get anything signed into law, you need both the Senate and the House to approve, and the president has to not veto it. Personally, I don't think this bill will pass. That's pretty unanimous just because it's not a very popular bill. The reason the Republicans are trying to slash your unemployment benefits are that they believe that the high payments the federal government is getting out is actually de-incentivizing people from working. And there are definitely valid arguments on both sides. If the federal government is paying you more than you were previously working, would you want to return to work? On the flip side, there are a lot of jobs that aren't coming back anytime soon. Unemployment is still at record highs, so to not give them this payment that people are now used to and rely on could be very, very harmful to a lot of Americans and their families. I think the rental assistance in the Republican bill is very good, and the fact that they don't want to give more money to states isn't necessarily a bad thing, only because we are already printing out so much money and that has costs down the line. But of course, we're in a pandemic, so maybe we can't think about those things. I think they're in a really tough spot. My guess is that they will have to meet closer to the Democrats, only because the Republicans are experiencing a lot of internal identity crisis. There's a large chunk that just don't want to spend any more money, and another chunk of senators that serve more moderate or swing states, and their constituents rely on a lot of the benefits that the first relief bill provided. So some people want to take the benefits away, some people want to cut spending, and that's within the Republican Party, whereas the Democrats are a lot more unified in what they want to do, mainly continue to give the $600 federal assistance to unemployed people, and also give a lot more monies to states and local governments to help support their fight against everything that's happening. That's it for now. Like I said, this is the Senate's opening gambit. This is what they want. The Democrats in the House have told us what they want, and now they need to negotiate. We'll see if they can meet the August 7th deadline to vote on it. people are in need of assistance now. So everybody in the Senate and the House definitely feel a lot of pressure to pass this. Stay tuned and I will let you guys know if anything else changes. Hopefully that was helpful. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time.